This is High School Sports, the show about which sports are actually worth your time. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15 every week. They break it down so you actually get it.
Show about which sports are actually worth your time. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie, and today we're talking about wrestling, the sport where toughness is literally the whole point.
Not WWE, just to be clear. We're talking actual competitive wrestling, the kind where you're on a mat trying not to get flattened.
And the kind where you can't coast. There's no bench, no teammates to cover for you. It's just you and the other person.
Which is honestly terrifying when you think about it.
Very terrifying, but also kind of amazing.
So let's start with the basics. Wrestling is one of the oldest sports in human history. Ancient Greeks had it in the original Olympic Games around 700 BCE.
So when your coach says wrestling builds character, they've got about 2,700 years of evidence to back that up.
Hard to argue with that resume.
There are two main styles in high school and college: folk style, which is what most American kids compete in, and freestyle, which is used internationally.
Folk style really emphasizes control. You score points for taking your opponent down and keeping them there, not just getting them on their back.
It rewards patience and strategy. You can't just be strong, you have to be smart.
Which I think surprises people who assume wrestling is just about who can grunt loudest.
Guilty. I used to think that.
So let's talk about the weight classes, because that's a huge part of what makes wrestling actually fair.
High school wrestling typically has about 14 weight classes, so a 106-pound freshman isn't getting matched up against some 200-pound senior.
Everyone competes close to their own size, which actually levels the playing field way more than most sports.
In basketball, a 5-foot kid is just kind of out of luck. In wrestling, there's a weight class for you.
Now here's the thing that blows people's minds. The conditioning required for wrestling is genuinely off the charts.
Studies have shown wrestling ranks among the top 3 most physically demanding sports, right up there with rowing and swimming.
6 minutes of a wrestling match burns more energy than just about any equivalent time in most team sports.
And you can't sub out. You can't call timeout and catch your breath on the sideline.
It's non-stop, and someone is actively trying to take you down the whole time.
So, training has to match that. Wrestlers run, lift, drill technique, and spar constantly.
And there's the mental side, which honestly might be even harder.
Wrestling is one of the few sports where you are completely exposed. If you lose, there's nobody else to point to.
That accountability builds something real. Former wrestlers show up in a huge number of leadership roles: military, business, athletics coaching.
Dan Gable, maybe the greatest American wrestler ever, won the 1972 Olympic gold medal without giving up a single point in the entire tournament.
Not 1 point across the whole Olympics. That's almost incomprehensible.
And he went on to coach Iowa to 15 national championships. The toughness transferred completely.
Okay, let's be honest about the hard stuff too, because this show keeps it real.
Weight cutting. It's a genuine issue in wrestling. Some athletes try to drop weight quickly before a weigh-in, which can be dangerous.
Rules have gotten much stricter in recent years, with hydration testing and limits on how fast you can cut, which is genuinely a step forward.
Worth knowing if you're thinking about joining, talk to your coach about the right weight class for your actual body.
And the injury rate is something to take seriously. Wrestling has higher contact than most sports, so proper technique isn't optional.
But here's the flip side. Because of that risk, wrestling programs tend to invest heavily in coaching quality and safety protocols.
A good wrestling room is actually a pretty disciplined, controlled environment. It just looks chaotic from the outside.
Kind of like the sport itself, looks wild, but there's deep structure underneath.
So who should think about wrestling?
Honestly, anyone who wants to get genuinely tough, not just strong. Anyone who wants a sport where effort is 100% the variable.
It rewards hard work more directly than almost anything else out there.
And the community is incredibly tight. Wrestlers tend to have this bond because they've all been through the same brutal practices together.
It's a sport that asks a lot and gives a lot back.
If you want something that will absolutely change how you carry yourself, wrestling might be the one.
All right, final verdict. Wrestling is hard, fair, ancient, and deeply real. Respect it.
100%. Thanks for listening, and if you're on the mat right now, we see you. See you next week on High School Sports.